Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom, and if you need some paper Magic cards, you can pick them up over at cardkingdom.com/MTGGoldfish. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and today we're going to talk about how you can almost free-to-play Magic Online. So there's a popular misconception about Magic Online that is a really expensive way to play Magic, and while it is true, if you're going to run out and buy a top-tier Modern deck with Ragavans and Solitudes, it's going to cost a lot of money. The way the economy works on Magic Online is it's really a select group of tournament staples, especially for Modern and Legacy, that are really expensive when most cards are very close to free, and some of them are quite literally free, including a lot of really powerful cards, especially Commander cards, where you can get a lot of Commander staples that are $20, $30, $100 in paper for literal pennies on Magic Online. Like, my Sylvan Library is like 3 cents on Magic Online. Cyclonic Drift is some amount of cents, and these are cards that you're going to spend $30 or $50 on in paper, but we're not talking today about how much cheaper cards are on Magic Online than they are in paper. Even though it is true, we're talking about how you can almost free-to-play Magic Online. So you're probably wondering, why almost free-to-play instead of literally free-to-play? And the reason for this is, to get a fully functional Magic Online account, you gotta pay a $5 fee, and there's really no way around this. You can try out the client without spending any money, but if you want an account with all the features, including trading, which is the most important feature for being able to free-to-play Magic Online, you're gonna have to spend this $5. There's just really no avoiding this $5 fee. There is good news here though, two pieces really. One of the pieces of good news is that when you upgrade your account and pay that $5 fee, you're gonna get more than $5 worth of stuff. You get like all the commons and uncommons that are in standard. You get a bunch of play points that you can use to enter events and maybe win prizes. The other bit of good news is, once you pay this $5 fee and get a full account, you can never spend another penny on Magic Online ever again, and you can play tons of different formats. You can be playing Modern, you can be playing Commander decks, you can be playing all kinds of stuff and have access to tens of thousands of cards for spending literally $0 more for the rest of infinity. So let's say you get past the almost and upgrade your account, spend that $5. How can you free to play Magic Online? And there's really two big ways that you can do this, and probably the best way to do it is to combine both of those together. So way number one is taking advantage of free bots. So the way you get cards on Magic Online most commonly is you're gonna buy them from a bot, and a bot is essentially the equivalent of a local game store, but on Magic Online, a digital local game store where you can go in with event tickets, which are Magic Online dollars, and buy whatever you need. However, many of the biggest vendors on Magic Online, like Card Hoarder and GoatBots, have what are called free bots that literally just give away cards. There's a cap on how many cards you can get from these bots. I think GoatBots, you can take up to 8 cards a day. On Card Hoarder, it's 64 cards a month. So there is a cap on how many you can take, but you don't have to spend any money at all to get these cards. And while most of them are going to be commons and uncommons, the bots usually have like more than 10,000 different cards in stock. So you have a ton of selection. So while you're not going to get a Ragavad or a Fetch Land out of these free bots, if you just want a ton of cards to play with and brew with, if you went to the free bot every single day and got the maximum, in 1 year you would have over 3,000 cards in your collection. So that's way number one. Take advantage of the free cards that are available. Number two, and this one is even more important, is to use free card rental programs. So on Magic Online, there are two big card rental programs. There's the Card Hoarder rental program, which is the one that I use, and there's also the Mana Traders rental program. And how these programs work is, essentially you pay a flat fee of so many dollars a week or a month, and you can just borrow the cards that you need to play Modern decks and Legacy decks. However, each of these big rental programs offers a free version of this. A Card Hoarder has a free 5-ticket or $5 a ticket's the equivalent of $1 card rental program. Mana Traders has a free 7-ticket or $7 rental program. So once you sign up and get into these programs, you can just borrow up to $5 and $7 worth of cards, not spending any money at all. And then once you're done with those cards, you just trade them back and you can borrow another $5 or $7 worth of cards. So the real trick here is going to be to sign up for both of them. If you sign up for Card Hoarder's program and the Mana Traders program, you're going to have access to $12 worth of cards at any given time. And I know what you're thinking. $5, $7, $12. Like, that's nice, but what can I really do with that? That's not enough to really do anything. But you're forgetting that on Magic Online, cards are really, really cheap. We actually did a episode of Commander Clash a little while ago, built around Card Hoarder's $5 card rental program, where we each build a deck that costs less than $5 on Magic Online. And if you look at those decks, the paper price of those decks was between like $150 and $350. But those decks were less than $5 on Magic Online because so many of the popular and powerful Commander cards are just so cheap. And if you do a Google search, you'll see people building 5-ticket Pioneer decks or Pauper decks or Commander decks. Like, there's a lot going on with these rental programs. If you get both rental programs and have $12 of total card rentals available, you can even build some of the decks we play on Budget Magic. These decks are so cheap, and $12 goes so far on Magic Online. You can easily build like 12-ticket Doran or Affinity or Enchantress or 12-lac, and some of these decks are pretty competitive. Like 12-lac, that's a deck that you hit the right matchups and run well, you could 5-0 a tournament and win a bunch of prizes. And most importantly, remember, this isn't time barred like on Magic Arena. On Magic Arena, sure, you can build a top tier deck, but you're gonna have to play for weeks or months and save up your gold and save up your wild cards and then build a single deck and hope that that deck is still good and that you like playing it. With these rental programs, you can sign up for them and immediately just borrow a whole deck, borrow all of 12-lac. And once you get tired of playing 12-lac, you just trade the cards back in and borrow all of Affinity or borrow all of Enchantress or borrow whatever cards you want to build your own decks. And you just do that again and again. You can do that every day if you want to. Every week, just be switching decks, which is absolutely amazing for $0. Last but not least, we have tournaments. So on Magic Online, you can play as many matches as you want for free. There's tons of free games going on at all times, so you can play an unlimited amount of Magic. But if you're going to play tournaments that actually grant prizes, they mostly have an entry fee. And if we're trying to free to play without spending any money, that entry fee is going to be a problem at first. However, there's a big exception to this, which is player run events. So these are like community-based events that are free to enter, and they give out prizes in the form of bot credit. And these events happen pretty regularly, from formats like Vintage and Legacy to Pioneer and Pauper and Penny Dreadful, where every deck only costs $1. So what you can do is get in those card rental programs, use those to build the decks that you want to play these free tournaments, and then win those tournaments or do well in those tournaments to win bot credit. And then you can spend that bot credit to start buying staples and building an actual collection. So even though it would take a lot of work and a lot of winning and a bit of time, it's definitely possible that using the methods we're talking about, you can pay $5 to get a Magic Online account, build decks using the free bots and the free rental programs, play in player run events, and use the winnings from those events to build an actual collection. Like, you build a tier Modern deck or a tier Pioneer deck. That is something you can definitely do if you put the time into it. So if you put this all together, it is very possible to pay $5 to upgrade your Magic Online account and not ever spend another penny on the game ever, all while having access to literally thousands of cards, thanks to the free bots and the free rental programs, and playing formats all the way back to Legacy and Vintage and Commander, because with the exception of those tournament staples that are really expensive, the cards are cheap enough that if you use the free bots and you use the free rental programs, you're going to be able to get enough cards to build Commander decks and Penny Dreadful decks and Pauper decks and Budget Modern and Pioneer decks for a lifetime. Like, you'll have access to so much stuff. And then if you start playing the player run events and winning some events, you can even grow a real Modern or Pioneer collection without spending any money, even though it's going to take you a while to actually get the job done. So even though it's not as straightforward as Magic Arena, just handing out gold here, handing out individual card rewards there, it's more than possible to, almost discounting that $5 fee, free to play Magic Online and play a ton of different formats, tens of thousands of different cards, and have a ridiculous amount of fun along the way. So that is how you can almost free to play Magic Online. Oh yeah, if you're confused about how to get started on Magic Online, I made a video a little while ago describing the process from start to finish, walking you through everything. I'm going to link that in the description, along with all the links to, the 5-ticket Commander decks we played, everything else we talked about in this video. I'm also working on updating that video for 2022. I think most of the information from the Getting Started on Magic Online video is still relevant today. There's probably been some small changes over the past year or so, but once I get the video video updated, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I will link that in the description as well. In the meantime, if you got any questions about Magic Online or how to almost free to play it, make sure to let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.